Hey everyone, welcome to All Inspired, or welcome back if you're not new here. On my channel, we like to do all things homemaking in hopes to inspire you along the way. And I actually did this a couple weeks ago. However, I broke my camera and then we invited the flu into our home. So it took me a couple weeks to get this edited and put out for you, but I'm sure some of you have similar things going on with you as well. And so you can go ahead and put this on while we get all the Christmas clutter cleaned up, or if you just have something you need to organize or clean, you can put this on and we can go ahead and do it together. But first, I had to get this tree out of here. We had all the ornaments and stuff packed away, but we still had the tree. So I want to make sure I get that out of here and then get the floor nice and cleaned up. And then we're going to head to my basement. I did like a Candyland theme down there. I'm right here, and I could have really just left this up and turned it into more of a Valentine's Day theme, but I wanted to just pull out my actual Valentine's Day decor and style these bookshelves, and so I did that, and I turned it into a reel, and I'll be posting that in a few days so that if you guys want to check that out, you can as well. If you are interested in this kind of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I post tons of videos and reels on here just to give you inspiration on homemaking content, cleaning, DIYs, all that good stuff. And it helps me out a ton if you subscribe. A bunch of you guys do watch my channel, but you're not actually subscribed. I can see it on my analytics. And so if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, it's free and it helps me out a ton. And if you want to go ahead and hit that like button and all those comment and all that good stuff too, feel free to, because it is a great way to help out my channel. And you know, I appreciate you so much. So I am just grabbing the items just like I did with the whole house. I did the upstairs in a reel just to make it like quick and easy. And it was just with my camera being broke, it was just easier to get it up like that. But down here, I just went ahead and did the same thing. I'm grabbing all the items, putting them into the bins. I already have all these bins labeled. And then I'll grab all these bins and put them into our unfinished part of the basement. We have some shelves in there where I like to store all this decor just because it makes it easier. Every time I decorate, I don't want to have to go up into the attic and all that to get all of the decor. So I just like to keep it downstairs. We just bought some inexpensive shelving from like the hardware store and installed those. My husband put them together. They're really simple and easy, but actually quite sturdy, and it holds all of my holiday decor. And I just love that I can access it because like the trees and stuff, they do go in the attic, and my husband takes them and puts them up there and takes them down for me every year. And it's lovely. I'm so appreciative that he can do that for me, but it does make it easier for all the other holidays. I don't have to worry about needing his help to get something down. I can walk right in here when I'm ready to decorate for Valentine's Day, grab my bin, put everything up, and then put my bin right back in the spot. It just makes it so much more seamlessly when it comes to decorating, because especially Christmas decorating can seem very daunting. But I think it's going to take me about 3 or 4 months to get all of these little pin needles for my fake trees out of the carpet. I'm just kidding. My shark vacuum actually does really wonderful at getting all of those needles up, but that furry white carpet, my vacuum is so, even on the lowest suction, it just has such great suction power that it wants to take the whole rug in. And I'm like, oh no. So I'm probably gonna have to wait for a warm day and head outside and shake that off really well, because I know there's some more embedded into that very furry carpet. These are actually outdoor lights, but I wanted to put these in the basement just because the little trees, they light up and they're LED and they're really bright and beautiful. And it just made such a fun look in here for Christmas time with the Winter Wonderland themed and all the little candies on it. I thought it was super cute. I'll probably do this again next year. And so I'm going to take all these items and just put them together in a little Ziploc bag and then get it all stored away in my tote. What is your guys' best recommendations for storing decor? I see all types of different storing items, ones for their ornaments and stuff like that. And I do like to keep our like personal like keepsake ornaments separate, and then I'll put that on the very top of the tote just to keep it secure and safe. But as far as like, we don't have many glass ornaments. We have cats, and so we don't really have many breakable ornaments. They're all the plastic. They still look beautiful, but we don't have to worry about if the cat climbs the tree, them getting hurt or anything like that, or breaking a special ornament. If we have special glass ornaments, I really don't put those out just because, they're irreplaceable, they're old, and I can't. And this is kind of what I do to set myself up for success the next year. I just pull all items down. I put like items together, and then I just put the more fragile, like breakable stuff up towards the top. These are DIY little things that we made, and we can always spruce them up next year. But I want to make sure that they don't get like completely destroyed because they're just styrofoam. And so I just went ahead and put those on top, and then I'm just going to give a really great vacuuming. I love this Shark vacuum. I feel like they have such great suction power. I clean professionally and have done it for several years, and I have had the high powered professional vacuums, and although they are lovely, the only thing that I didn't like is they came with a bag instead of the empty canister. But I feel like my Shark does just as well as the professional vacuums. It's a great one. I'll leave it linked below if you're interested. I have several. This is my little part of my unfinished part of my basement. I could use a really good decluttering and organization in this area. It is a bit messy, but it is definitely still functioning and working. You can see over to the left, I'm already starting to pull down some spring decor, and I'm just taking all my winter stuff and putting it up here so that we can make way for the new decor. I hope this video gave you guys a ton of inspiration to go ahead and get your stuff put up, or even just to clean and organize any space that you have in your home. I'm going to be having much more content like this coming up, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, so that you will be notified every time I post a reel or a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.